Hallelujah. It is I, brothers and sisters. How are ya? Ah, so this is just a very brief video. Might as well kind of, double time things while we're out and about. So if you don't know, there is an autumn equinox ritual coming up. It's Monday. It's on the 22nd. The whole purpose of this ritual, okay, because it really has become clear and apparent to me that you've been doing like mostly all the right shit, right? But where we haven't looked, and I say we because I'm guilty of it too, is we haven't really got the as dumb as this fucking sounds. I know we haven't got the receiving part of the shit. We can do all the casting, we can do all the other shit, and I would even challenge some of you that I think there may even be some fear behind what you claim that you really desire. You know what I'm saying? Like for some of you, like, yeah, you desperately or you feel desperate that you really desire that or to be that person who does this, does that. But in another way, it scares the living shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this. Oh, we got a comment here. Morty, what's up? So if the title of this video is if you have ever said this, then you need to be in this ritual, right? So if you've ever said to yourself, what if, like, if you scream to like your higher self or whatever, like your fucking guides or whatever you want to call it, however you look at it, if you've ever said, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm pretty sure even if you haven't said them exact words, you felt that shit because you know that you are trying to do everything in your power, you know, to maybe go a certain direction or make certain things happen or whatever, however you want to say it. But this is the whole thing, man. This is what it really, really boils down to, right? Even below what you when you say traumas and all that shit like that, the fact of the matter is that thing on top of your shoulders, what it really specializes in, especially your subconscious, is keeping you alive, surviving. I swear, these fucking bike people, they just pop out of nowhere. I'll be on the sidewalk, look down the sidewalk, be doing my steps and shit, like nobody, for fucking nobody. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, some motherfucker, like literally, like 2 seconds later, ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, go around, bro. Anyways, it's a prediction machine, okay? And it loves to be able to predict what feels familiar because familiarity translates into safety, basically survival. You'll be alive because your subconscious mind really, that's all it really gives a fuck about. Don't care about who you want to be and I want love and I want to do this and I want to do. It can give a two fucks about that unless you speak of the language, right? So a big part of that, and I've been saying this for a while because it's true. Any area in your life, I guarantee you, we have a communication problem between the different aspects of yourself, you know? And yeah, certain parts of you speak certain languages, you know? So if you're not able to translate, how you doing there, neighbor? So if you're not able to translate, you're gonna have a lot of problems and communication errors, you know? Invalid error, what? Invalid input. You're like, what are you talking about? You know? So once again, that's where this all comes down into because yeah, there is the sorcery, there's the spell casting part. There's also, you're going to walk out of this with like a 1 minute ritual that you can do on the daily for whatever you want. Okay? Because you obviously got to be somewhat proactive in your own shit. Like Papa Shanguito can't do that for you, you know? I can't go inside your head every time you have a thought and condition you to do something. We all got to take responsibility for our own well-being, spiritually and otherwise. So that's the point of this ritual, is you're going to actually know how to legitimately, step by step and very fast, you're going to learn how to give yourself, how to predict and how to give yourself permission, how to actually, because you're the only one. It ain't nobody else. It ain't that bitch that don't like you. You know, she can only add on to what you're already doing to yourself for the most part. You know, if you're God, goddess, and what can really fuck with you unless you allow it to, or you believe it to be. So once again, that's the point of this whole fucking ritual, you know, is to basically unclog the drain so you can have in another way. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it, right? You can get what you want, right? But it could be a constant uphill battle. You can be scraping and scratching, right? You could be doing all kinds of things, like whatever's necessary. Be one of them kind where, you know, in other words, the harder way. All right. If you like that type of thing, that's cool. Me, myself, I'm looking always to be more efficient. How can we go about this in an even more efficient way? Right. So when, like I said, when you join this, it's going to be a major fucking thing. It's a major thing. Most of us got like, okay, like think martial arts. You got hard martial arts, which are more masculine, projective. Then you got softer martial arts like Tai Chi, Aikido, where they just kind of like go with the shit. They're way more receptive. You know, we got both of those spectrums, both of those polarities covered with this ritual. But because our biggest problem is the receptive part. That's our biggest problem. That's our biggest problem. And our neurology and our meat suits, there's a syntax error, and it thinks that you having what the fuck you want or getting that, you know, breakthrough or blah 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 blah, yeah, it thinks that that's very dangerous for you. Can't have that. So I'm gonna make sure that you either sabotage yourself or in ways that you know not, because you're way more powerful than you understand, you're gonna orchestrate a series of events which is going to conclude into you not getting the thing, not doing the thing, not being the thing. You get what I'm saying? You know if I'm making sense. But this is your chance. There's only like, I don't know, maybe 72 hours left. And as I did mention before, if you were in the blood moon, the 999 ritual, you're already in this. If you didn't want to be, then just let me know and I could pull you out, you know. But I'm gonna be riding for you on my side with this. Master Your Magic Now members, y'all are in this. Unless you don't. I mean, no, excuse me. For Master Your Magic Now members, you do need to just opt in, which is just let me know, hey, I want in. That's it. Because I don't just put people into shit, you know. And the reason why the 999 members are going straight into this is because this is the next chapter once we finish our 9-day ritual, which it kind of turned into. But so yeah, just wanted to put that out there though. Just wanted to put that out there. And if you go back in your past, you will find that there was maybe a time where you had a situation, you had something going on, you didn't know how to navigate it. Maybe you even felt very stressed or anxiety about it, right? There was a moment where you calmed the fuck down, and then something happened, like some type of a fucking breakthrough. Something just happened, and you were like, first of all, you were filled with relief, right? Then, of course, it was probably like elation, joy, because when you're lighter and you're not carrying that load of all that fucking anxiety and, you know, shooting up your fucking cortisol and shit, it feels really good to stop doing that shit. You know, it feels liberating because those feelings are very binding. Once again, because they're based around survival. So they kind of take a priority when they show up, biologically speaking. But since we are divinity and we also have a frontal cortex, we got some choice in the matter, right? All right. So that's what you do. So anyways, look in the description box of this video. I will come back and pin it in the comments too. But it's really simple to join. There's only a few days left. And if you know already, especially, like I'm at that fucking threshold right now where life will never be the same for me. And I know sometimes it's hard to like not imagine survival mode, not imagine scraping, and it may be even harder to imagine like being able to just let all that go and to think back on that and even be able to smile and say, yeah, shit, I wouldn't be here. All that shit led me here. You know, when you can look back and laugh at shit, even if it just happened, it's powerful. You know, instead of being ruled by your senses. That's what animals are ruled by their senses. You know, so when you're ready, and you don't got much time, but like I said, it's there. I would take advantage of it now because we're blasting off. The rocket's taking off. Come on board the ship, or you can stay. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Anyhow, I'm gonna let you go with this one, but I hope all is well. Wonderful Thursday. You see me with my amethyst rocking on fucking my day, Jupiter's day. Another one of my days. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, hope y'all are well. Be cool. And of course, you know I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back just like herpes. You can't get rid of me.